Okay, I think we're in. I just need a second to break out the various chats, in case there is any, because I hate it when I'm streaming and somebody's chatting me up and I'm not paying attention. Got it. I hate it when I'm, you know what else I hate? Streaming and somebody's chatting me up and I'm, sorry. I dislike that there's been a lot of static lately, and I think I bought a Sound Blaster G8. My internal card started having some kind of strange issue. Well, it's not even a card, it's on the motherboard. Every once in a while there would be like some electrical noises and stuff, and apparently that's could be electrical cables or something, or too close to the sound processor, or there's, I mean, it's supposed to be all super shielded. It was a really good card, but it actually started happening after I was testing a video card in my machine for a new system, and it had the like, I have a 750 watt power supply, and this card was 750 watts, and I didn't have enough power connectors. It had 3 on it. My old card has 2, so I used 2 and daisy chained one of those to the third. Not a good idea. Don't do it. It puts a lot of strain on that one channel on the power supply. But whatever happened, because I tried a new power supply and the issue still exists, but ever since I did that, this weird sound issue's been happening. So I bought this external Sound Blaster G8, and now since I've done that, and I'm not even using it right now, I've got my headset on and my mic is connected directly into the system. The motherboard's mic, I could use this thing, but I just don't feel like the cables are managed better the way I have it right now. This thing's sitting on my desktop. I'd have to mess around with that, and I don't want to do that. I have cables running every which way. But yeah, ever since I did that, now I get this weird kind of a motherboard. There's a hiss going on a little bit in the background noise, but I'm not sure why. It's a different USB external sound card entirely that I'm using for the mic and the headset and stuff. Well, I guess the mic is through the motherboard, but that wasn't doing it before this hissing noise before that. So yeah, whatever. Okay, so I got all of those pulled out, and I think I've wasted enough of your time with chit chat. Yeah, okay, we're good. So yeah, I'm not going to be playing for a whole lot of time here. I've got a whole ton of stuff. I got to plant a bunch of crap in the backyard. I don't know if you've listened to previous streams. I've got a lot of fruit trees, and I have a bug problem that just gets worse every year, and I've tried everything. So what I'm trying now is something I think it's the Amish do, is to plant, I guess you call them camouflage plants around your crops. So they give off smell like garlic, chives, lemon balm. I can't remember, there's some flowers. You plant these around your fruit crops or your vegetable crops, whatever, and it kind of camouflages the smell. Let's see how loud this is. Where's my OBS? Okay, that's not too bad. Just give me a second. Alt tab here, there we go. Okay. So yeah, you plant these plants, camouflages the smell, so the bugs are attracted to the smell of the fruit. If they can't smell the fruit, or you know, the smell's all confused with these other scents, stop rolling around. It helps. So another thing I was thinking of doing, so I got to plant those, but another thing I was thinking about doing was, if this apparently works, I want to maybe just buy some of those stinky fucking air fresheners that I can't stand that people houses and hang in their cars. And, I'll find something. And hang those on some of the bushes and trees. Shouldn't affect things like bees and stuff. Shouldn't. Because they go for visual. Flowers give off. Yes, thank you. That was awesome. Stupid fucking trees. They're attracted to the. There's an ultraviolet kind of aspect to flowers. If you have some flowers or something, give them an ultraviolet light, pull it out, check it out in the dark, you'll see they light up really good. But anyway, yeah. So I was thinking I put these other really stinky things around my plants. Maybe that will help, even because these plants smell, but it's very like the chives and stuff. I did some research into these things. I used to do this. They're not super pungent. Like it's not like you're going to be sitting in your backyard going, "Oh my God, that plant stinks." Of course, these things might. We'll see. I need to do something because it's bad. There's just every year there's more and more and more of them. Okay, we're going to the service hub and the fuel station, so I was just wondering if I should get fuel with this tank here, but I'm gonna leave it. So yeah, I'll try that maybe and see if that works. I'll probably have to find a way maybe to protect them from the elements, rain and stuff, because that will just destroy them. Plus I don't want a ton of crap leaching into the soil around my plants. These things get wet, I don't know, chemicals and shit. And the plants soak it up and then I'm eating that crap. So do that. But yeah, so anyway, I've got a bunch of these plants. I've grown them since February or something indoors. They've been outdoors now for a while, but they're still in there. Seed pots and stuff, so I need to move those. There's that Granny Smith. I was talking about that one in the previous streams. I love Granny Smith apples. And I was eating one 2 weeks ago or so, and bit into the core a bit, and here's this seed trying to grow. I mean, usually the seeds in these things don't start trying to grow until the apple's like fallen off of the tree and it's rotting and stuff. It's on the ground. This is a brand new, fresh apple, and unless it's covered in some Bill Gates wonder fluid, which I hope it isn't. And yeah, it's trying to grow in the middle of this thing. It's got a little root wrapping around. It's open. There's some green. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just kind of plucked them out, stuck them in one of the seed pods. Chives actually had nothing was happening there. Blew up. So I put it in there, and he's been going gangbusters. He is fucking crazy. Service spare parts, yes, it's on me. One of those. I need to the concrete slab too. Can't get that here. And I don't have the space for those right now. So I'm gonna plant him. With him, because I live up here in Alberta, Canada, and Granny Smith apple tree is definitely not going to like our winters. Possibly even a short growing season. Shorter. So I'll be putting him in his own pot, big pot. Similar to like when we go to the tree nurseries and stuff, and you buy these apple trees and stuff. Maybe a little bigger. And I'll try and keep him trimmed. I think we'll see. It's just an experiment. Let's see if we can keep him alive. I'll bring him indoors in the winter. Maybe give him some light. We'll see if he can handle the lower light in the winter here. Less daylight time. Some plants, that's a big issue, but we'll see. I've got grow lights and stuff. I keep something on them. I don't know if I want to do that, but we'll see. Yeah, the spring put them out. I've got lots of, there's other apples, my own and other people in the neighborhood, other fruit types, pears and things, cross-pollinate with apples. So you get apples and stuff, cherries, I don't know, but whatever, there's lots of fruit out there, not just mine, neighbors and stuff. So we'll throw him outside, and we'll see if we can get any Granny Smith apples out of this guy someday. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to plant yam, I'm going to plant all the other stuff. Mow the lawn. What else do I have to do? I got a bunch of work to do on my car. Got to run some diesel purge through it. I don't think it needs it. I did think it needed it, but now I'm thinking it doesn't. There's some other issues going on. But it won't hurt to do it. I bought 2 cans of this stuff. You don't need to put one through it every couple of years or something. So I might try the diesel purge deal. It doesn't take too long. You just disconnect the supply and a return hose to the fuel filter. Basically, the diesel goes into the engine, and some excess comes back out and heads back to the tank. Really? I barely touched that. Jesus Christ. Bang the engine. And that's mostly for winter. So you heat some of the fuel up at the engine there, and then it sends some of it, gets unburnt back through to the fuel tank to warm it up. Because diesel fuel, untreated, will gel. Turns into kind of a gel in the winter. It's an oil thing. Diesel is oil, if you didn't know that. I was changing the fuel sender in my tank a few years back, and I was siphoning the fuel out of it, and you know, you have to kind of get it going, right? So I was sucking on the hose, and I got a little bit in my mouth, and unlike gasoline, I was surprised because I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna taste terrible, right? It's fuel. It reminded me of salad oil. The oil you can just put on your salad, like salad dressing or something. Like it actually didn't taste bad. I didn't swallow it or anything, and I only got a tiny bit in there, like a drop or something, but it was like, whoa, and it was like, whoa, wait a minute, it doesn't taste half bad. It's interesting, but I mean, it's oil, I guess. Although I've never tried to eat motor oil or anything, and the car will run on motor oil too. That's how you can get a runaway with the diesel. If you've got turbo diesel, oil, there's a pipe that goes down in the turbo to lubricate it. Oil flows through there. The same oil that goes through your engine. And I had an issue a few years back where the turbo blew. The bushing or the bearing in the middle there went out, and it wasn't good. It was dumping engine oil into the turbo, which was then going into the engine. And most of it went out the tailpipe. You can tell by the giant clouds of smoke that I was putting out at the time. But you can get a runaway. So what happens is you turn off the engine. Well, you can't with my car because you turn off the engine, it closes the air. So it just basically starves the engine of oxygen. And even if you've got non-stop fuel flowing into it, it just won't burn. It'll just stop. But if you have an engine that doesn't have that shut off, and you have engine oil just kind of leaking right in there, you can turn the engine off, and you may not be, using the fuel pump to pump fuel in anymore, but it doesn't matter because it's sucking it in from your engine through the turbo there, and it'll just go and go faster and faster and faster, and less and less oil. Your engine basically just blows. There's an interesting video online of somebody who took a Detroit diesel from an old 60s bus. And then these are big fucking engines. He took that out, and I guess that's his thing on this channel of his. He does these things, for views. It was interesting though. It's a big engine. He took it out. It had just sitting out on a pallet, and was running it in this big container of oil, and it was going along, and he basically wanted to make it do a runaway, so he let it go, and it just kept going and going faster and faster, and the thing was just going full out, and the engine never blew up. It just kept going until it ran out of fuel, and he was like, what? Like, that was an amazing engine. I mean, it's sad that he did that to it, because that thing was, that would have lasted freaking forever, because he was putting it through the works. And that thing just going full out for I don't know how long. He had this big 5-gallon pail. I don't know how much fuel he had in there, but it went for a while, and it didn't die until it ran out of fuel. So then he tried it again, and this time he added water into the fuel, which for a diesel is really bad because you get hydrolock, or water won't burn, right? So in a diesel, like a gasoline engine, gasoline engines work on, you need the spark plug, right? So every time the piston comes up and it squirts in some air and fuel at the top of the piston, there's space at the top. So right when it gets to the very top, there's still space there. And in this space, you have this fuel-air mixture, and there's the spark plug. And the spark ignites, and boom, you get a little explosion and pushes the piston down. In a diesel, there's a lot less space at the top of that piston, and there's no spark plug. There's glow plugs, but that's different. It's for when you start the engine, it warms up. It's the top of the cylinder there when the fuel comes in, so it starts easier. But that's it. It's just for starting, and then it's never used. But yeah, so the piston comes up, you get diesel and air mixed at the top, and it's very tight up there, and it compresses it. Concrete slab, that's what. And when you compress it, it explodes. It's also much more efficient than gasoline. It burns, like you get more of the fuel burning with a diesel than you do with a gasoline engine. So they're very efficient, and that's a big reason why certain global assholes don't like it. It's not that it's dirty or anything. You can burn it clean. It's that you can go a lot further on a lot less. You know what? I forgot what my original thinking was for this conversation when I started. I'll probably watch this video later and go, oh, what an idiot. Let's see, I was talking about cleaning injectors, fuel going back into the engine, or the tank. Oh yes, diesel fuel gelling. So that's how diesel works, compresses it. So anyway, it's an oil. That's where I was trying to get at here. It's an oil. It's not gasoline. It's you compress it and stuff. So when it gets cold, anyway, it kind of gels up, and then it doesn't flow, and that's, obviously you can't run your engine. There's no fuel flowing in there. There's additives they add to it to keep it from doing that. The diesel that you get out of the ground is actually less prone to doing this than, say, like some people use vegetable oils and stuff. They've used vegetable oil from restaurants and things can be used to run a diesel engine. You have to clean it up. There's glycerin and stuff in oil that needs to be removed first, or your engine is just become a giant mess, clogged up mess. But even the stuff that comes out of the ground, there's a point where it's just, it felt a little tippy there for a second, where it gels up. So yeah, I don't know, my particular diesel anyway has a thing, a return system, so some of the fuel that's sent into the piston area doesn't actually make it into a piston, but it gets heated by the engine and then it's sent back and dumped back in the fuel tank, and that helps to warm things up, keep things from gelling. Yeah, so I've got to clean the injectors, and some points I've got new brakes, new calipers, pads, rotors, they've got carriers. Some of it came pre-coated, powder-coated. My two rears, calipers and carriers came as a kit. It's all coated red. The TDI, or sorry, the GTI you have has red calipers that came with, and they're still in great shape. It's a 2009 GTI. It's still in really good shape. Mine, I've replaced once already a couple of years back, and I tried doing. There's the caliper paint you can get. It's just not the same. It doesn't last. You got to keep touching up. Stuff they put on the roads, it just corrodes everything. The calipers, I think, I don't think they're made out of metal. They're not rusting, but it's aluminum. I think it looks like aluminum. Maybe it is metal. I don't know, but there's no rust, but it is deteriorating, which is really irritating. So anyway, I bought all this stuff. I got to get calipers, my front calipers painted. Actually, the whole calipers and carriers. So I'm going to take them to a shop in town here and get the powder coated special. Come on, dude. That's good. Get up that hill. That's right, tree. Suck it. That's the one that busted my engine last time. I gotta remember to get that done soon. So. I had a weird problem, so I had my brake lines replaced. I bought some metal braided ones, a little more than that even, but they should last a lot longer. And that was loud. After that, I noticed my emergency brake was really loose, and I thought that was kind of weird, but then it was kind of okay, and I don't know, there was something was kind of off the whole time, and I drove it for a couple of months like that, and when I was changing the tires here in the spring, I noticed my right rear brake was basically stuck on. I'm surprised it didn't start a fire or something. All that friction, it warped the rotor a bit. I had to take a hammer to it to get the pads off. Just, I didn't like smash the hell out of them. It's all still good and stuff. But yeah, I put that back together. I lubed it all up, and now that the brake pads move where they should and stuff, and I fixed it. So yeah, when I was first starting, after I fixed it, like there was a little so it wasn't like constantly rubbing, but there was one spot on the rotor where it would rub a bit. Wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Like it must have been very minorly out because it wore it down, and everything seems fine back there now. But I have all new brakes and stuff. I got to put all that stuff in at some point. And I bought myself a new clutch, South Bend Stage 3. I think I got the Endurance. And all the little parts and things that go with that. Where else? Oh, this is in... Yeah. North Peaks. I don't want to go there yet. I want to try and do all the stuff over here first. On Duncan Bay. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Does he still want me to go over? Yes, he does. Yeah, that must be in Northport too. I bet all of these are, yeah. Let's see. Oh. Delivering a fishing boat. This is interesting. Where from? Okay, so there's a drop-off point. Saddle high is required, okay. No, it's back here again. Shit. And that's also there. Alright, what do we got here? We might be just going there. Oh wow, a whole bunch of shit opened up here. North Peak. 2 medium logs delivered here. From there? Okay. That's not that hard. Let's do that one then. Now, do I have something with medium logs already? Small one. Log trailer. I think that's out there. Another small. Okay. Okay, so there's a log trailer out here. And they want 2 medium logs. So I'll take a truck with medium log. The medium log back end. Okay, this guy does not have. Let's go down to the bottom. I like to give some of these guys a try. These are all scouts. They won't have logging capability. He won't. I don't think he does. He's got the big log here. Oh wait, there we go. Short logging frame. Shit. So he doesn't have a medium. Back in the storage you go, buddy. What do we got here? He won't. He won't. He won't. He might. Medium. There we go. Just me, or is he like really fucking loud? Turn myself up a bit here. Alright, let's just give her a go. Oops, sorry. I gotta change this. Okay, whatever. He's got full-time lock differential and all-wheel drive. That's nice. He's also getting through this really well. Let's see if we can't flip him over when we've got some logs in the back. There's a little bit of easy mode here. Tires are not good on pavement. Now, which way do we go here? Up the hill or straight ahead? Let's go up the hill. Here, grab that. Probably go down this way. Oh wait. Grab him, then go there. Probably grab some fuel. I think that's a... Yeah, it's a scout fuel carrier. Okay. Down here, whole bunch of... Oops. Wrong mouse button. Whole bunch of tippy shit down there. That's where we'll see if he'll flip over or not. Let's be careful going through here. Lots of rocks and shit that can mess stuff up. I've got a spare tire, but I don't have repair parts or spare fuel on this thing. It's got a nice tight turn radius. I like that. Now that would be a bad spot to have a load on the back and go over that and flip. Let's see if we can get some speed going. Let's see if these roots and stuff, sometimes just being in high gear, you don't even have to be going fast, just be in high gear and you hit a rock or a tree and bam! You know what? I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. That seems really extra loud. Probably didn't make a big difference. Whatever. Some vehicles are like extra loud, and some are the opposite. It's weird the volume that they have on this. There's a 8-wheeled 60. I can't remember which one it is. It's the one you have to buy for money. He's really loud compared to everything else in the game I've noticed so far. He's loud. So much so the engine noise starts to become kind of irritating. Probably eventually end up taking him out at some point. Really good so far. Let's keep going. Yeah, this guy's a little bit of easy mode. I think you find this truck on one of the first 3 areas. And if you're just starting in the game, it's probably a good one to have. So yeah, it gets through things pretty decent. I hate stumps. You know what? Fuck this. Let's go over here. It's gonna back in and connect that thing up, but I need to turn him a bit. Oh, I can't see his. And it just occurred to me that how dark this game gets. You probably can't see a damn thing. I've noticed that with a lot of streamers. Let's turn up the bright, I guess, to I can't even see that. That like I can see this, it's dark, but I can see it, but you guys probably have a hard time making out what's going on right there. back up so far. Alrighty, medium logs, medium logs, 2 medium logs. Just let it take me back a little bit here. Oh, here we go. Turn. Oh shit. Okay. Keep turning. Keep turning. Turn into it. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can go a little faster. To get better grip, if you ride along the inside and outside edges of the tracks. The only problem is if it's deep and you happen to slide into one of them, you can tip over into one of the tracks here. But, looks like we're doing okay. So be careful. Going over these roots and stuff, it could bounce and, like that. It doesn't take much. And you definitely don't want to dump one of these loads. It's much more of a pain in the ass than anything else you might dump. Getting it cleaned up. You know, I could just say, screw it, go back to the thing, the log camp there, grab some more logs and go, but the logs you dump stay on the road. Oh shit. Let's just play it safe here. We seem to be tipping a bit. It's funny when it starts, it sounds like there's a dog growling a little bit there. Come on, what are we stuck on? Fucking roots. Okay, we're through. Or not. God, these roots can be such a fucking pain in the ass. I can't even see what's going on there. Probably hung up on something. On a root. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to pull myself off of this. Alright. You'll be kidding me. Okay. Come on. Don't you pull over. Come on. Do it. What the hell are we stuck on? Is it the trailer? Can't even see. There's something going on right there. Oh, that's my tire. Oh my god. Let's try pulling ourselves back the other way. Let's try the front end. Okay, come on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to pull myself, kind of, whatever I'm stuck on, I'm trying to get past it, unless it's maybe it's the trailer that's hung up on something. This just makes things so much more... Oh shit. Nope, 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 nope. Oh shit. I just used the winch to kind of pull that side, try and keep me from flipping over. Fucking roots. Hate them. Even trees bend a bit. The roots don't. If you get stuck up on a root, or a stump, you're screwed until you can get yourself off of it. Oh, shit. No, you fucker. Oh, you piece of shit. Wait. We're still good. They're still in there. There we go. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. That looks like a good tree right there. As long as the trailer doesn't decide to do the same thing, we're good. You can see, like, even just going slow, they start tipping over. Damn, I knew this was going to be a little tippy, but this is getting stupid. This is where going slow helps. Shit. And generally you turn into the tip. So if I'm turning left, if I'm tipping left, I'll turn left, and tipping right, I'll turn right. And it's kind of to try and get your front ends up on the side there. So, Jesus Christ. See, if I were to go right now, it would just tip me right over. Try that. Might be too far up. Oh my God, this thing is just determined. Just come on. This is the other thing I can't stand. It takes forever to hook up things sometimes. So you're in the middle of it. Because you do the instant connect thing there, like I do sometimes, but that just connects like the front or the rear, depending which way you're looking. And I need to connect the side to keep it from tipping over, right? So I gotta do the more manual type thing, and then if there's like a zillion trees like this, it takes me a while to get through it all. Down here a little bit. If you're in lower gear, it kind of helps you to coast slower. If you're in automatic, it'll go a lot faster. You can get away on it. Oh my God. I feel like going slower. Oh shit. Nope. See? He just connected at the front. Shit, he's still going. I use the mouse? No. Nope. I'm using an Xbox One controller on my PC here. I just found it's for this game it works. The controller, that is. It's much easier to do everything. Jesus Christ, I can't even. Okay, wait, stop. And then I gotta scroll through the D-pad here like crazy. Let's make sure that's nope. I can't see what I'm connecting to over there. And again, it's always good to connect to something a little further away. In this case, I want something further away and kind of ahead of me. This guy's determined to give me a fucking heart attack. As I recall, this spot down here was kind of, there was something fucked up about this too. Maybe he sinks in a lot on one side, I don't know. I mean, he's pretty good for getting through stuff, but yeah, this load on the back, wow, it's so tippy. Looks like we're just about where we need to drop this shit off. Okay, let's not be stupid. I don't want to come all this way just to tip him over right here. Because he goes up on one side because of his roots or something. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened. It's like, oh yeah, look, we're in the final stretch. Easy mode, let's go. And then, fucking roots. Must be down there. And this was with the raised suspension. Ah, fuck. Okay. Let's see if we can... pull ourselves along here. Maybe it'll pull me sideways a bit off of it. Yep, there we go. No? Yes? Maybe? This load. Yeah, that wasn't hard. Alright, what's next? There's that fishing boat. Oh no, that's first another area. Wooden planks. I need 4 of them. Looks like it's just here and deliver there. Do I have anybody in the area? There's nobody with a decent amount of space. Alright, there is one guy. Is it already out on the map? Twin steer. He's way over here. Talking about Tippy. This might be a bad idea. Whatever. We're gonna use this dude. Okay, so I need to get oh, we're back on that stupid thing. Okay. Town request, accept. See, it says loader, log loader crane is required. Log loader. It's wooden planks. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would they say that? It's because I just come in here and I just pick up the 4 planks, bing, 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 boom, and they're on the back, and then I just come over and drop them off. There's no need for a log loader crane. It's really fucking weird. All right, let's see. Go here. There. There. I might need to move him, but we'll see. Am I gonna need fuel? Let's say no. Yeah, this guy, he's great for getting through almost anything except like you have to go over like a minor little, well, if there's a big enough bump in the road, it sticks up high enough, he gets high centered on it, so that's never good. But you can, if there's stuff in the area, you can winch yourself off moving, so it's not terrible. Ice, he's not great on ice with these tires, but he's good with pretty much everything else except maybe pavement. Be careful. A little slippy. But yeah, he gets through pretty much anything else. And his only other problem is that because the front and the back is one solid piece, there's no bend in the middle. If you go over something on one side of the vehicle, whether it's front or rear, it tips the whole thing right over. So he's extra tipped, and you gotta be careful. And just like that other guy we just saw, this guy can go fast. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Trying to turn, push down on that stick, it blows the horn. The left stick on the controller. Come on, dude. And he's fast, which can be a double-edged sword. So he makes really wide turns. Although I might have been sliding a bit there too on the pavement. Oh, and he's got that big-ass front end too. That can be a bit of a headache in some of these vehicles. I was saying in the previous stream, those bumpers do not protect you. The bigger your bumper is, the more it's hanging down or sticking out front far. If it hits anything, you take engine damage, which is really fucking annoying. So I always try and get, because you can change the bumpers, and I always try and get ones that are as recessed back and high as possible. I don't care what they look like. They look like shit. I don't care. It just helps you to get through some tight little areas a little easier. There's like kind of almost roll cages and stuff for some vehicles. Again, it just gets in the way. Reduces your, it makes you a little wider, taller, or whatever. And makes it so there's more things to get caught on. I'm just wondering if I want to. Well, let's see. I want to move that guy or not. Let's see if I can. Okay, wooden planks. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's a good thing I brought that log loader crane. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move him out of the way when I get around. always stop the engine too, because it'll keep running and keep burning fuel. You know. So this guy, we'll just bring him around here. So not too tippy now. Kinda nice. Yeah, this guy's really hard to get stuck. It's not impossible, but it takes a bit. Spots where most trucks would just be like bogged right down, he gets through them pretty decent. So yeah, on the controller, the left stick is for steering and the right one is for moving your camera around. I think if you press down on the right stick, it changes the view from third person to in the cockpit to, if you're pulling a trailer, there's another one where you kind of bounce back behind the trailer a bit. And the left stick, push down, is the horn. Don't know why that made me stop. Probably nothing, it's just a coincidence. Looks like the fuel's not going to be a problem. Not that far to go. I mean, if you can make it to the Amur map, it's 4 Russian locations in that one. It was painful. They're all huge maps, and it was really, really long. And there was a lot of really messed up areas. Okay, this is going to be... it gets deep out there to the right. I don't want him tipping over, so I gotta be careful here. Okay, looks like we're good. Could go through that area there where you see the little arrow. But the rocks are, it's kind of narrow and it's kind of a big pain in the ass, especially with something like this. Like right now, my back end is going to be tipping a bit, I think. Okay, no, I got it because the front end is up. Oh shit, maybe I don't have it. I have it. Ah, shit, this stupid game. Okay, what's the deal? I can't back up. Yeah, I need to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't... Oh, there we go. Let's attach to that. And try and go... Pull myself a little bit. Okay. We're good. Going slow is the best. Try and go fast. You're not going to make it. It's very unforgiving. You hit one of these things, even going slow sometimes, you start going up and it's like, oh shit, and then you stop. But it just slowly keeps tipping in a direction and then you're over and it's like, ah, shit. Okay, I think we're good. can also flip over by turning too quickly. This fucking spot. Let's see if we can go a little bit wider here. I think we're good. Gotta be careful. Even just tapping that can cause engine damage. Yeah, alright, we're definitely good here. That's another one down. Alright. Next. Twins in the woods. Metal beams. Okay, that's all stuff I can get here. Right? Gonna be a lot of travel on this one. Warehouse construction, yet they're not giving me a warehouse as a reward. Meh. Okay, what do we got? Service spare parts. I need 2 of those. I hate when that happens. Okay. Let's see. Small pipes. I need 2 of those. Cargo container. I need 2 of those. I think those take up 2 space each. So that's like a 4-spot one right there. The small pipes are... Oh, actually those might be 2 as well. So these both take 4. This takes 2, that takes 4. Huh, I could use that guy I've got. Yeah, the other bad thing about him, he can't attach a trailer. I can tow it with the winch, but I can't connect up a trailer, so that kind of sucks. If I were to take a machine with a trailer that has 6, I don't like taking. There's an 8 space trailer, but it is so long. It just it's way longer to use that thing to try and get anywhere. You get stuck, and it's like just I could have did it faster with something with 1 space. You know what I mean? Back and forth. But the 6ers aren't bad. Plus they have fuel and spare parts. Because I could take 3 of these items. So I think I'm going to do that. Do I have anything in the area? Probably not. I think I got all the 6ers up here. There was a whole bunch of stuff I had to deliver up this way. I could bring one of them back. This guy's got a 6er too, but that's a trip. I could just grab another guy, grab a trailer. I mean, I've got over $1 million bucks. So money's not a problem. It's just later when you get the trailers at the end, you have to. You don't have to, but it's good to sell all your trailers so you get the money back. So when I'm done the BC maps, I'll be like taking all my stuff back and to the trailer places and trailer stores and selling all that stuff. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Truck storage, what do we got? I'm going to want something decent. No. This guy's got an upgraded motor now. He looks impressive. He's kind of on the weak side. He's got front and rear steering as well, which is kind of nice. Makes sharper turns and stuff. But yeah, he's not as strong as he looks. But I'm pretty sure I got the better engine. Yeah, I got all the engine choices, so he's got the big one. Still not the greatest, but saddle high, I believe, is what I need for that one. He doesn't have a lot of options here, does he? Whatever, that'll work. Yeah, so you see the back wheels turn a bit too. It's kind of neat. Let's see here. What does he look like inside? Kind of different. Not Russian. Everything's written in English in this one. It's kind of nice. A little dirty. Kind of neat. I don't know what that is. Alright. Okay, so we need the big 6 here. We'll have a big orange thing. That's a 3. I need the 6. There he is. You know another thing you can do, which I could do, but I don't know. It's kind of it's an interesting. So I get another truck that has carrying capacity, and it can have a trailer attached, and then I can tow that. Let's say this one. So I have. It's like having extra trailers. Plus, then you have another vehicle, so if you need that to help get you out of something, you got it. And it's got fuel, which you can use. Plus, if you got one of these trailers attached to it as well, you get more fuel, parts and stuff. So that's a possibility. It takes longer because it's a lot of extra weight to be pulling. But I've done it, but I don't do it very often. Okay, what do we need here? Metal beams. We need 2 of them. Okay. Where are we taking all this stuff anyway? It was way over here, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so on our way we'll grab one of these. And then we have to get our ass over there somehow. Which way would be easier? Down here. I think this one's not bad. I think this one here is really just a nightmare. Well, you saw. We were just on it with the fucking logging truck, so. Yeah. I always do it like next to these little markers next to these intersections. So when I'm coming up here, I know I don't need to go that way. I need to go over here. And then sometimes just along the way. So. Alright. Let's keep going. Should probably call it after. Well, maybe I'll finish this mission. I don't know. Like either I'll just do this one trip, or we'll actually finish this task. Let's see, and then I gotta go. Tons of stuff to do. And what I was talking about earlier isn't just all of it. It's tons of stuff. Come on, dude. There we go. Let's fix that engine. So far he's not doing too bad. The first time I found this guy, I thought, ooh, he looks like, yeah, get him out there. Oops. Oh, here we go. I just jinxed myself. That's probably the trailer getting hung up. Yeah, that's almost definitely what's going on. So that might be okay. So kind of need to go up wide a bit here. Yeah, so the first time I got this truck, there's a train you have to move, and I thought, oh, I could do it with this dude, and he had a fuck of a time doing it. I figured, he looks like a train, right? He sounded like a train. I thought, oh, I'll move the train with this guy down tracks. That locomotive was heavy, so fucking heavy. Yeah, it took me a while to get it. I think I had to take runs at it to just kind of break the train loose to get it moving. Yeah, another fucking rock. This is where sometimes, taking the lazy man's load, it's just not worth it. As in, if I'd taken a truck with even just 2 spaces, or a 2-space truck with a trailer or 2 or something, probably would have been faster. More trips, but faster. That isn't always the case, though. Sometimes it is faster to take the big trailers. But yeah, this is a 6. There's an 8. Can you imagine? And that's a huge pain in the ass. Bigger than this by a long shot. Bigger pain in the ass that is. Thank God for the winches. And they're definitely worth the money. There's different winches you can put on these vehicles. Always put on the biggest, best, strongest winches you can. With the exception of maybe the Scouts. They have a special winch. Like if you tip over in your engine stalls with these vehicles, you're done. You can't do anything else. With the Scouts, they have a special electric winch you can put on. Okay, where's it? There it is. That allow you to hook up the winch no matter what's going on, if your engine's running or not. And that, you definitely need that in the Scouts, because you can tip over pretty easy with those things and the Scouts are terrible for getting around. I actually found using the bigger vehicles sometimes is better, until I found those 8-wheeled things. I can't remember what they're called. Can I get in there? I'm not even going to try. I'm going to do the other one. It's easier. What's going on here? Oh, man. See the little trailer foot down there is catching. There we go. Come on. You're almost there. Alright. Jeez. Took engine damage again somewhere? I didn't, it's on the stupid spare wheel. There we go. That's the other thing about the 8-trailer. Like, a lot of these places are not made for big trailers. If you get like a really big trailer like that, you can get yourself totally fucked. The trailers bend, by the way, which is interesting. I've had, small pipes. Sure. That's the last of those we can take. Actually, if I had a crane, I don't think, no, this one didn't have a crane. I could stack stuff on here. which is, again, you can do it. It makes it a little top heavy, and yeah. And a little heavier to pull. So there's you get stuck, hung up on things, unable to get up big hills or something because the thing's too heavy. But if it does work, it saves you a lot of time. That's the other thing. If you get some momentum going, and you have a lot of weight on the trailer, when you turn sometimes, that trailer will try to keep going straight, push you right over or sideways into something. It can be a real pain. Okay, it's having issues. It's switching to differential lock. But yeah, so the bigger engine on this thing is definitely a lot better. It just takes a while to find. I can't remember. It was the upgrades are not always in the same maps where you find these things. I think the biggest engine for this was 2 areas further down from wherever I was. As far as the map areas are concerned. So, I'm in one map and in one area it's got like 3 maps or something, and I find this, and then the upgrade for the engine isn't in that area, it's in maybe 2 areas down, different. Okay. So he's still having some issues, but that's okay. So we have a giant ass winch. He's got 2 giant winches right in the back there. It would be interesting if those actually worked. But they're just forks, but yeah, they look interesting. Oh my god, come on, dude. Is this the way it's gonna be? I gotta stop hurting myself by doing this. I gotta take smaller vehicles, more trips. Yeah. I was kind of hoping I was attached to the root there or something. It's funny how a fallen tree can have more structure to hang on to than a real live tree. Okay, let's go. Come on, you can be stuck on. Gotta be a root. Damn it, I wish I could. What's with that one tire? That's a little strange. Alright. There we go. Oops. Something else I can attach to up here? Nope. So far, I still think this is the better route to get over to that place. Out of this. Okay, I'm going to go left here. Cutting the trees a little bit there, but that's okay. So if I go right, there's a big dip there, and the trailer is definitely going to get hung up on that. Yeah, we're good. You can get that first part past stuff, you're good. First half of the trailer. Good thing he's got a big fuel tank. He's eating the fuel pretty good. It's like 23 liters per minute there. There are trucks in the game that will do over 30. The Avonhorn is one of those. He's got an even bigger tank, I think. He's got a 500 liter. That guy's a beast. Okay, we have some rocks coming up here. They look like they might be a pain. Though, I wonder how tight this turn is. Maybe I'll go out this way. I was thinking of cutting right through there, but the hill could be a little problem too. I have to get high centered on that. This way should give me a little height to get that front of the trailer over those rocks. Assuming you can get up this little hill. Turn back. And it should be good. There's a little hitch there, but he's good. Made it through. Oh man, now what I'm stuck on. There's a tree there, I think, laying down. However, usually they'll break if you can keep the pressure on, unlike the roots, which won't. I have a sudden urge to play Doom. Don't know why. Go up a little wide here so the trailer back end isn't hanging off the bridge. Yeah, we're good. Expecting him to get. Oops. I don't think I'm stuck on the logs. I think the problem here is that I just don't have the power or the grip to get over these slippery logs with those tires. problemo. Actually, the fuel situation's really good. And I've still got tons in that tank right there. I have a feeling he's going to need some help getting up the hill here, but we'll see. Alrighty. Oops, wrong button. No problemo. Okay. I take it back. Let's try this one. That's another nice thing about having a trailer too, is it gives you a bunch of extra winch points. It's like extending your truck. Well, it depends on the trailer too. The ones that connect with these saddles basically become part of your truck. The ones that just attach to the hitch are a little more annoying. Okay. So we've got another space-wise 2, 4, 5 left to go. So one of these trailers, a 6er, could do this. 2 of those. Oh, wait a minute. No, these are each 2 each. That's 4, 5. That's 6 right there. Shit. And then 7, 8. So an 8 would do it. Let's have a look. Let's just turn this guy off. It's quiet. This guy was the service spare parts. This guy is the small pipes. So you could do 4, 5, 6. So could do that. I could just grab another machine and do that. It's quicker than taking him all the way back. It's kind of like these guys all have 6er trailers, and I could take them here, but it takes a long time. It's nice to have a lot of trucks. So I can just grab another one and a lot of money and another trailer. Boopity boop, we're here. Grab these 2 things, drop this off, and then I've just got the these guys. Oh, they do cargo containers too. Okay, good. So I don't have to go anywhere near these 2 guys at the top here. Okay, let's get him out of the way. I'm sure he's all fast now. Enough. Go to the garage. Grab somebody decent, because that's going to be a bitch and a half of a trip. Ooh, the Dairy Longhorn. Haven't had him out in a bit. Sell high. What's he got going on? Yeah, this suspension mode deal with these guys with the tires in the middle, it's good and bad. So those tires aren't powered, they're just floating. They don't spin, but they can get caught up on stuff. It can cause problems. You don't have as much grip either, I find. When you're like this, you kind of sink in a bit more and you get more grip. But this is good for getting over stuff. Like if the trailer is starting to get hung up, I can raise them up. So for now, I'm going to leave it low. Let's turn on the beacons for the hell of it. It's got one. Alright. Oh, he's got a really shitty turning radius, though. And he's slow to turn as well. Trailer store. Give me a nice big trailer. There we go. And he's got all-time all-wheel drive and differential lock too, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about this differential overheating. And I don't have to be in low gear to have it turned on like other vehicles. This one just, it's there all the time. As I recall, this guy's prone to getting engine damage because you can see his front end is hanging way down there. That little bumper, he gets hit on anything, bang, engine damage. Let's see how he handles this. Oh, it's the other guy's. Gets stuck right here because the trailer gets hung up. What was the other thing? Yeah, this guy doesn't have as many tire options. You can see the water pushing me to the left there a bit. Okay, good enough. I could just pay the $7.50 and go on the stupid ferry there. Not cheap. Maybe it's because of real life. Just the way things are, everything's expensive. It just irks me to spend money I don't need to. This guy can be as strong as you want, but if his tires don't have grip, I mean, it doesn't really make any difference. All that engine power. You know what's kind of annoying? You can buy like a truck like this, right? In real life, if you have the money. Thing is, you can't. Like the company, I think I'm pretty sure it was the one that makes these. There's these companies. Again, Czechoslovakia makes interesting vehicles, attachers and stuff. They don't sell to a lot of countries because they're prevented from doing that by the governments in these other countries. Except, like, the U.S. military, right, can buy, like, trucks like this, or these big 6 or 8 wheeled things, but no one else can. We're prevented. Like, why? What's their business? Who gives a shit? If I have the money and I want to buy something stupid, I'm going to try turning it in here and then backing out. Stupid. Not really stupid. I mean, if you have a need or want or whatever, and you got the money, why not? But no. we're gonna prevent you from buying. Oh, okay. I didn't think you'd move. Sorry, dude. Alright, service spare parts. I need 2 of those. Turn. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. See, he's not doing too bad. Compared to the other... The other one's a dairy too, isn't it? Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know why. Like, you can... see, I wasn't even close to that thing and it hit it. Like, and I think even these cones, if you hit them fast enough, will damage you. Like, that's just fucking retarded. I like how these things come with a zillion repair parts. We need 1 small pipe. And a cargo. We need 2 cargo containers, but I've only got 1. She does. Does she get hung up at the same spots? Probably. Looks like something that's going to get hung up on. Nope. We're making it. Okay, good. That's good. These stumps, I'm thinking I need to raise that suspension up. And we're stuck. Alright, let's see if we can... back here. Oh, seriously? Too far away? This should work. Unless I'm hung up, which I probably am. So it's pulling it sideways. It should get us off of... What the fuck are we stuck on? Oh, is it? It's my front bumper right there. See, that's why those fucking roots are so goddamn irritating. Okay. Are any of these trees good enough to pull myself off of? Yep. Alright. So he's still not doing as bad as the previous truck. I was expecting engine damage. Turn. I want to be in the... Okay, I'll go down there. Last time we made it through. Okay, see, this is where I think this is a problem. Yeah. It's good and it's bad. I actually want to make my own diesel fuel. There's a number of ways to do it. It's not that hard to do either, which is another reason why, again, they want us dependent on them, so that's why diesels are pretty much like trying to find a diesel passenger car is almost impossible these days in any Western country. I think Mercedes might still make. I'm not sure. It's pretty limited. But I mean, then you're paying through the nose. And of course you can get the diesel trucks, but they're not good on fuel. Actually, I don't really care for the new vehicles these days anyway. They're all just full of garbage and they're built poorly. I was watching this, what the fuck is his name? I want to say Ranger Rick. It's a tow guy. He's always like, oh, people call me such and such Rick. I'm totally drawing a blank right now. Well, probably people know if they look him up. He owns a towing company, Murphy's Diesel, I believe. Murphy's Towing. Anyway, he's a pretty entertaining guy. I like his show. He was looking to buy a new truck, and he went to GM. He's not a big GM fan. He likes Dodges, I guess. And so he went there and bought a Kodiak because he always wanted one. He gets this thing. First off, he had a hell of a time even just getting it because they were screwing him around at the dealership, which makes no sense whatsoever. The guy wants to buy a vehicle. What is your fucking problem? But eventually, yeah, he got one. He took it out, and it was cheaply built. It had, like the interior was just crap. He had some issue with one of the tires. It wasn't attached properly. Right brand new. And then they're looking at there's the paint on some of the parts of the suspension and stuff is coming off. Like it's just peeling off. This is a brand new truck. Brand new. He's like, well, that's not good. He's just flicking it like you use your finger, you just peel it right off. It was unbelievably bad quality. And he had no qualms about putting that online. He was like, yeah, I don't care. This is fucking stupid. These people get what they deserve. You can sell shit like this. But yeah, I mean, but they're not all that bad, but still. And maybe that was a one-up with that truck. I don't know. But I should have wide there. Whatever. But yeah, the quality is terrible. The metal is terrible. It rusts really easy. The paint is terrible on a lot of vehicles. They're overly complicated on purpose. Even there's videos of mechanics that work, at dealerships complaining about how insane it is to work on these vehicles. See, this guy's so low, I can't even get over that. Wait a minute, maybe I can. This might be where I can twist myself up a bit. But yeah, they're made that way on purpose. I remember years ago, a friend of mine bought a car, and he said, yeah, you have to remove a bumper to change the battery. I mean, I have to take the bumper off my wife's GTI to change the headlights. They're xenon, but they last almost forever. But one didn't, and I had to remove the bumper to get at them. It's like... new ones, they're gonna come out with this shit. Well, first of all, it's gonna be like rent to own for almost everything. You want heated seats? You gotta pay monthly fee for that. What? That's fucking crazy. But yeah, now they're doing this thing where they're sealing up the engines, like you know when you get a computer or something. Let's say a laptop. There's like little seals on stuff that says warranty void if removed. Same thing on your engine and stuff. So you can't do shit. You can't change the oil. You can't change the battery. You can't. I mean, you can probably do the windshield washer fluid. I don't know. Even that, I'm starting to wonder. Like, anyway, I gotta lower the suspension back down. It's a better grip. There we go. It's yeah. People are saying if you're looking for a car, 2015 or older is where it's at. Any of the newer vehicles are most likely going to be shit. They're going to cost you a fortune to maintain and run, especially the electrics. Holy shit. The lies that they sold about that stuff is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Oh yeah, you're saving the environment. You go to a charging station. What is it running on? Diesel. There's a diesel generator. It'd be more efficient just to have a fucking diesel engine in the vehicle, because when you convert from one source of energy to another, you lose in the conversion. Not to mention you gotta truck the diesel fuel out there with something, and I mean it's just it boggles the mind. And people don't look this stuff up. They just go with the propaganda on TV, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's all good, it's this and that, but that's all paid for by these people that want to sell this shit. The news, the media, even the politicians, they're all paid. Lobby groups and stuff. And man, those things are fucking dangerous. First off, okay, diesel, it takes a lot to get that to burn. Like, we used to burn, we had these giant piles of trees cut down on our farm. That's everything, right? Yeah. And, you know, try and use diesel to burn that, so you pour some diesel in it. But trying to light it, you're holding a match to it forever to get it to light. Gasoline, yeah, that'll burn. But even that isn't explosive. It's the fumes are explosive. But the gasoline itself, it'll burn like crazy. But yeah, and then you get to the electrics, the cars, these lithium batteries and stuff. They're like bombs. Literally, like bombs. There was a thing a while back, just maybe 5 years back. Somewhere it was Israel or the Middle East. I think for some reason I'm thinking it was Israel. People's cell phones were exploding. They figure it was some kind of I don't know if they were killing people on purpose or it was a test, but it was very odd. And there was some videos of it, like, you know, there's apartments, right? And boom! It's like, you know, if you had that cell phone anywhere near you, you're dead or seriously hurt. Like crazy. That's just cell phone batteries. Imagine what a car would do. Those batteries are huge. And they're expensive, and they need to be replaced quite often, and they cost almost as much, well, a huge chunk of money to replace those. I mean, my diesel, I got my diesel Golf. I've had it since 2001. That thing runs like new. I'll probably have that till I die, you know, and I bought it. I'm done with it. You know, I don't have to buy another one every couple of years or rent it or, you know, lease forever. Let's see what we got here. I just need how much do I need? 2. I needed a 2 first. So let's see. Who do we got here? Scott. Crocodile. Does he... He's an interesting vehicle, but I can't remember. He might just have a 1 space on the back. That could be a 2. But yeah, so that's why they hate diesel so much, because you can do it. Well, there's a guy in the States, again, I was talking about this in previous... This looks like a 1. I don't know. Yeah, metal beams is too wide, it won't take that, not enough space. Okay, so you're gonna go back. he built a diesel engine in a kit car that he made. Okay, that guy does not have, I don't think. I think he's just got towing. He doesn't, oh no, he's got, oh there we go. Alright, he's good. Let's just take that. Anyway, he built a diesel that accelerates like a Dodge Viper, literally, about 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds, or 0 to 60. And he was getting 104 miles per gallon with that acceleration. And of course, when he was working on this, and I talked about this before, it's the car magazines and stuff, everybody's all interested, doing stories on it and stuff. And then, wait a minute, where's the part I need? That's over here. Yeah, okay. Let's just take the ferry, what the hell. Something different. But yeah, he was getting a lot of attention. It took him 5 years. I think he's got like an iPad or something that runs the thing, the electronics and stuff in it. Yeah. And as soon as he made it happen, no one will talk to him. Total blockout. He's just like, no one wants anything to do with him. He's talked to car companies, the government, these automotive magazines and stuff. Nobody wants anything to do with it now that he's made it happen. He's like a pariah. They don't want anything to do with it. Because they don't want people having, super efficient engines. Especially fun ones like that. Tons of power and just major fuel economy. This might be interesting. Let's see how tippy he is. There's been lots of stuff like that, actually, where people have discovered better ways of doing things, maybe power generation or heating or, batteries, different types of engines. You hear about these things and then nothing. There was one of the companies, I don't know why they were working on this, but whatever, they found a way to get a lot more fuel efficiency out of normal gasoline engines, like a lot. I think it was a Jeep. And that was now just a couple of years back, and nothing has come of that. Nothing. Again, because they want to push everybody onto electric vehicles. They don't want you driving vehicles that you can, because you can make your own fuel. Well, you can, I guess, with electricity too, but you're very limited in where you can go. Like with my car, I can drive it like it's okay. I was doing, I went on a trip, 1,100 kilometers, 1 tank of gas. The majority of that I was driving about, 120 to 140 kilometers an hour. We're stuck. Oh wow, he really bounces up. But now I have no word. I have no grip. Oh, there we go. That helped. Yeah, most of that, and at one point I was doing 160 because I needed to get by some asshole on these mountain roads. Because yeah, I went down. What was that? It was Edmonton to Calgary, and then from there out to Banff, and we went up through the mountains to Jasper, and then back down towards Banff to the Columbia ice fields, and then went out towards Red Deer from there. And I think I still had an eighth of a tank left when I filled up. And that was, that was about 1,100 kilometers, and that was driving aggressively. I mean, I beat a Porsche once with this car, so... what am I stuck on? Okay. Same spot every fucking time. Oops. Straight. Can be like that, eh? Can't even back up. But yeah, you try doing that with an electric car. It ain't gonna happen. Didn't cost me much either, as far as fuel, like fuck. I put a lot of money into that car though. Upgrades and whatnot. When that turbo blew, I replaced it with a better turbo. It's bigger, and what to do here? Maybe if I pull myself over this way a bit more. Alright. Fuck this, we're gonna back out of this. Oops. Wrong way. Yeah, I put in a bigger turbo that is much more, it's tougher. So got more power, more longevity. I also put in bigger fuel injectors, and I had to change some other stuff for all of that. The tuning on the car. The exhaust system is bigger, wider exhaust system. I could have deleted the muffler, but I didn't. I left that alone. Because with the turbo, it kind of eats some of the noise from the engine, so you can kind of get rid of the muffler, because that's all the muffler's for, is just to keep it from being super loud on any car. But yeah, if you have a turbo car, you can probably delete your muffler, and it won't be too bad. I think I may have got rid of the catalytic converter. Not sure. But yeah, the exhaust system's much less restrictive, the engine's more powerful. It was a 90 horsepower stock, and now it's somewhere between 150 and 170. I've never dynoed it or anything, I don't really care that much. It's definitely more peppy. And that's just the horsepower. Then there's torque, which is something different. I won't explain it. You can look it up, the difference between torque and horsepower. It's got a ton of torque. Is it 375 foot-pounds? Something like that. It's crazy. It's still geared low, so you know, it takes like first gear. I'm switching out of first gear pretty quick when I'm doing that. I could probably start off in second gear if I wanted to, but it's a standard too. That's the other thing. Good luck getting a standard these days. It's all automatics. Even the sports cars are fancy standards, or autos. You could probably still get, I haven't looked, but I'm assuming you could get a standard transmission. Maybe. I don't know about the new cars these days, but like our GTI is, it's like an automatic, that's a weird one. It's called a Triptronic transmission. It's two standard transmissions meshed together. And a computer handles it. Although you can manually do it yourself. There's it's electronic, but you can change the gears. Wow, this guy is having a hard time. But the idea behind that one is, so you're in first gear in the one clutch, one of the two clutches that's in there. The second clutch will already be in second gear. Like it anticipates that you're going to want to go in the second gear. And then instead of changing gears from first to second when you need to, it just flips over to the other clutch kind of thing, so that you're already you're within like a fraction of a second, you're in the next gear. And then the first clutch will then change into third gear, so by the time you get to, because you're accelerating, you get to where you need to change into third gear, bam, it switches over into third gear just instantly. It's interesting. And it does the opposite when you're gearing down. Okay, I didn't mean to use our or do I have it up already? Oh, I think I did too. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It's a little complicated, but it's never. There was an issue with the tensioners. It uses chains instead of belts, and there was an issue with the tensioners on it. There was a recall, and we had to bring that in, I think, twice because they were having issues. They had it for a while too, but we haven't had any problems since then. It's upgraded parts, I guess. Yeah, it's an interesting deal. I think, I'm not sure if it's a 5 or 6 speed. It's been a while since I bothered to do it, because it's quiet unless you're like flooring it. So like I change gears kind of based on the engine noise, right? Like it's revving higher, you change. With mine, it's easy. It's diesel. It's louder. I can usually tell what's going on. But with GTI, I don't like doing the manual gear change. It's too hard to hear what the engine's doing, and I don't want to over-rev something. When one of my early jobs, I was working security at this park, and they had this little Ford Ranger, and I remember seeing it from the highway, as you can see it. Hey, hold on. I saw it there for a couple of years, and then I got a job there, working security for the summer when I was at school, and I had to drive this little truck around for security stuff, right? And I'm like, fuck, this thing is peppy. And I mentioned it to my boss, and he goes, oh yeah, they replaced the engine because one of the other guards the previous year didn't know how to drive a standard, and he just was flooring it everywhere in first gear, and yeah, blew the engine. Man, those guys, the long-term guards there, were so unbelievably stupid. I don't know. Like, they had issues. You should see what they wrote into the logs. We had to keep a log and stuff, and it was like the spelling and the grammar. One guy, he wrote very heady muddies today. And then it was like, because I had a friend working there from school too. He found this out. He's like, hey, look at this. And he like flips a couple of pages. Here's a different guard, wrote the exact same thing. Like he copied what the other guy wrote. It's like, oh, it was heavy raining, right? Muddy and heavy rain. And oh. Some of them really bad attitudes too. Like they're, ooh, I got a uniform and I'm the boss of everybody. And then there was one guy there. I remember he was nice. I liked him. But yeah, it's just a mix. So strange. Anyway. What is this? Oh, did that die? Let's try. It's probably fine. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff to go do. And I haven't eaten anything yet today either. I'm always trying this fasting thing, trying to go for as long as possible. But, you have 1 or 2 meals a day. Or 1 every 2 days or something like that. I've done that once, I think. Some people have done up to 3 days. And I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'm going to eat. And then I got to go plant some stuff. Maybe do some car work. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff to do. So that'll be that for today. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be on again until next weekend. That's generally how it works. I get home from work, I'm too tired, so I'm basically just going to be streaming weekends. Maybe Friday, because I think I get next Friday off. But yeah, we'll see y'all then, I think. Later.